Welcome to the FunKids Rocking Elite. This is Elijah, and did you hear that? Either the wolves are back for the hunt, or a second option. Halloween is here! You know, Halloween, but I can't do it because, well, I'm old, and, well, yeah, that's it. So why don't we share some spooks and scares by telling you a video game related story? That's right, everyone's favorite, Polybius. Now you might be thinking, Elijah, a lot of people have talked about Polybius before. Like, are you really gonna do this too? And I'm like, to that I say, yeah, so what? So grab an ear, lend your ears to me, so I can tell you the story about Polybius in my own words.
The year is 1981, where arcades were a hot spot for children and video game fanatics. However, many people thought that video games addicting people were corrupting the mind. So the government got wind of that and wanted to try their own hands at a certain experience. They called it Polybius. The black arcade cabinet appeared in the arcades of Portland, Oregon, where it addicted players and formed lines with its so-called vector graphics with smooth as butter movement. Many speculated and later agreed that the game was similar to Atari's Tempest. Unlike Tempest, this game, however, flushed subliminal messages which caused displeasing side effects like amnesia, insomnia, night terrors, hallucinations, suicidal thoughts, and even death. After 1 month of its existing, it vanished without a trace, never to be seen or heard of again. The oldest and earliest mention of the game was in 1998, with GamePro adding more lighter fluid to the flame. In 2006, a man by the name of Stephen Roach claimed that he was a programmer for Sinneslosion, the makers of Polybius. Sinneslosion is a bunch of German words put together that later translate to sensory deprivation. But this is Polybius. Who are we really believing? This elusive game was one that gamers from all kinds wanted to play, but however, have a hard time. Many tried to replicate Polybius with replicant cabinets and online flash games, but none have any effects to the mind. An Atari fan-made game was showcased in Portland, Oregon, which has subliminal messages, as subliminal as an Atari game could get. There was even a PS4 version that supports VR, which is a space shooter, which thickens the theory that Polybius is similar to Tempest. Polybius is and was the most mysterious game in history. But if you're anything like me, there are just some things that don't add up. Why was the first mention of the game in 1998? Come on, that sounds like a hoax. Were video games advanced enough to display subliminal messages? Nowadays, sure. But in 1991, no. Men in Black were reported collecting data. And what type of data? How many people were playing? But machines can't do that. Why would the government conduct this experience in a public where it was getting a lot of media coverage? And also, why weren't there any major news outlets reporting this? Because now this seems fishy. If Sinneslosion is a sucky name, that's the equivalent of Leatherhead Butchery and Meat Emporium. Polybius could have been mistaken for Polyplay, which housed multiple games in one, which is why many don't know what game Polybius is. Polybius is named after the Greek historian Polybius, which means something that can't be defined, which is what Polybius is.
My God. That was a waste of time. That was so stupid. Why did I waste my time doing this? Polybius, why? Why in a million years would I ever do that? I can't believe I did that. I'm so mad I could just go to bed. Besides, I'd go to bed easier pissed.
Oh jeez, shapes!
Well, after a night trauma like that, I realized a couple of things. With Polybius, it's one of the greatest mysteries of video games of all time. It comes from, a time where video game had a ton of controversy, with the game Death Ray, where you thought you were killing humans, but you were actually killing gremlins. And Mortal Kombat. That's it. Like, with all due respect, Polybius deserves what it needs. Like creepypasta. It's stupid. And lame. And dumb. Anyway, thank you for watching, happy Halloween, and don't forget, in this Elite, we have fun.